Welcome home, all. It is time for a very special evening of SuperMex's Nation. We are doing, and as promised, I have been saying this for a while now, I've put a lot of work into this, a lot of work. It's a tough job, tough job. This is tonight, SuperMex's top country songs of the entire decade of the 2010s. So I've been really looking forward to this. And looking forward in the sense that to get the product out, right, get the end result out. But man, I've had a lot of fun just going through these songs and fiddling and finagling. So, full disclaimer up front. So tonight I'm going to give you 20, okay? But for those of you guys that are real SuperMex's Nation fans, and some of you guys have been doing this, on YouTube, I've been creating separate and distinct playlists of just the music. So we do the show as a primer to get set up and ready, right? Get you a little wet the beak a bit. But I've been doing the show, and then I turn around and take the music that I did on the show and make that into a separate and distinct playlist on YouTube. So that's been fun. So I've got like 3 or 4 lists on there now, and it is the music that I listen to, created by and for the show. But here's the primary difference. So tonight I'm going to give you 20. Could have did 10, but I was like, having a difficult time. So I'm doing 20. When you go to the playlist on the YouTube channel, SuperMex International, you're not going to get just 20. And here's why. In crafting the list, I have listened to hundreds of country songs over the last 2-3 months. A couple months at least, okay? Hundreds of country songs, in addition to other playlists and things that I've been doing. So I take this is my method. I take this, I listen to music, I add it, and I create this big, massive playlist of songs. And then I listen to them over and over and over again in that playlist, in the shower, on a drive, wherever. And then I begin paring them down. And I begin paring away what will not make the final cut. And that's tough. I got to tell you, that is tough because it's good music. And you don't want that one to not be the one that makes the final cut, right? So I did that for this 20 that we're doing tonight, the actual show, right? SuperMex's Nation, top country songs of the 2010s. Pared it down to this 20, but the larger number is hundreds of songs. And as I pared that list down, I got to around, and I'm going to cap it here, I'm going to cap it about 50. So what you get after tonight, I probably won't do it tonight, I'm probably going to do it tomorrow, day after. But what you're going to get on air on the YouTube channel is 50 songs as a playlist of the best country that I've listened to for the last 10 years, all the decade of the 2010s. So you're going to get the list of 50. Can't do 50 songs on air like this right now. That's not going to happen. But you're going to get the 50 songs in a playlist, and it's a hell of a playlist. It's really good. I mean, it's just, if you like country, if you really like country, there's something for everyone. There's something for you in that list of songs. So the YouTube playlist of SuperMex's top country of the 2010s will be 50 songs. What we do tonight will be my top 20 of those 50 and of the hundreds of songs, quite literally, that I've listened to for the last 2-3 months in prepping and in preparation for tonight's episode, tonight's show of SuperMex's Nation. And I'm going to say it again. It has literally taken me that long. It hasn't been easy because I like listening to music and I don't like taking away, extracting from the process. And there got to a point where I was just adding all the time and the list ballooned up to like over 200. It was kind of funny. So I pared it down. We got down to a smaller number. And the result of that work product, my work product on SuperMex's Nation, is what you'll be hearing tonight. And if you're wise and if you're a good fan, you'll go to the YouTube page, look through playlists for music, and you'll be able to find the playlist of the top country songs of the 2010s, all 50 of them. And it's a damn good playlist. It's a damn good playlist, if I do say so myself, because I put a lot of work into it. Not cocky, not arrogant, not bravado. Work, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of listening, a lot of vetting. So one last disclaimer. What we have tonight, and I was almost reminded for a second there right before we started the show tonight with KP, but every song here, there's 20 of them total. There are no duplicates. You will not get one artist or band that is the same or excuse me, that has more than one song on this particular list. There was one that was close, but that was a collaboration. I got really close to doing that. I didn't. So either way, every song on here is from a different artist or a different band, different group. Okay, so really proud of it. I hope you enjoy it because I put a lot of work into it, but you're going to have some fun listening to this, the playlist, especially when you go to YouTube. But definitely for tonight, we'll run through these, and I'm going to give you my top 20, SuperMex's top 20 country songs of the entirety of the decade of the 2010s. Okay, first things first. So we're going to do, I'm going to do this in a really tricky way here. So KP's like working overtime with me on providing the visual, and I'm going to give you the audio, and hopefully it works and syncs adequately. So my number 20 on my list of top songs of the 2010s comes from, get this right. Here we go. The song is Love Me Like You Mean It by Kelsey Ballerini.
Oh, hey, boy with your hat back, I kinda like that. If you wanna walk my way, I'm gonna shoot you straight up, show me what you're made of.
All right, I'm gonna make sure we don't get cut on Facebook. YouTube, we're all good. So, Love Me Like You Mean It, Kelsey Ballerini, number 20. All right, number 19, here we goes. And this is a pretty cool song. I mean, I barely remember when it first came out, but as I was listening again, as I was listening to the songs that I was crafting for my list, I'm like, damn, that's a damn good song. That's gonna make my list. And sure enough, it did because I wanted it to make the list. There you go. That's what happens when you create your own list. It makes it. So the number 19 song for me of the 2010s is Even If It Breaks Your Heart by the Eli Young Band. These guys are pretty cool.
Way back on the radio dial, the fire got lit inside a bright-eyed child.
Yeah, really good tune. I mean, I think those of you guys that have been with me for a long time, and those of you that are related or know me well, you know I've got a thing for like, good deep guitar, heavy sounding acoustic, bass, tinged into the rhythm section, really heavy. Love that. And then if you can couple that with a nice clean voice that's good, whether it's electric or acoustic, I mean, I'm a sucker for that. I like to hear good, clean music in that fashion where the guy can stand up and sing a song right in front of you that sounds clean and good without instrumentation, without music, without anything. I really dig on that. You guys all know that. And so, and not a coincidence that there are definitely a lot of those types of songs on here where the vocal is exceptional and the artist is exceptional in their vocals, translating into a great song. Okay, so that Even If It Breaks Your Heart by the Eli Young Band, that's my number 19. This little young blood's got me, I'm moving more with this direction. I'm listening to more of his music now than I really knew about him, but he's got a really great voice, and I think he's gonna have an incredible decade in the 20s. My 18 song is Heaven by Kane Brown.
This is perfect. Come kiss me one more time.
Yeah, if you can't like that voice, you don't know vocals. That is like smooth, silky, deep, heavy, strong guy voice with the nice instrumentation and music to it. So Kane Brown, Heaven, that is number 18. So number 17, I'll just do this real quick. It's like one of those, like, this guy has so many songs and he's been around for a while, and I'm gonna put it on record because, if somebody gives me hell for it later, I always tell the truth. I'm gonna tell you the truth. So it's Blake Shelton. All right, and I didn't know Blake Shelton or know much about Blake Shelton until I watched him on The Voice. That is the God's honest truth. You're gonna laugh. My wife will back me up on that one. My kids will back me up on that one. I really didn't know much Blake Shelton musically, until I watched him on The Voice, and then I'm like, this guy, and the truth is, he ain't the vocalist, okay? But he puts together some damn good tunes in a weird, funky way, and he's funny as hell, and you just like the guy. I will say it, again, for the record, he's so likable. He's just a likable, funny son of a whatever. So I didn't know much Blake Shelton music till I watched The Voice. Then every once in a while I take a poke, see what he's got out. Of all of the songs that he's done, of all the songs that he has out, okay, God's Country is recently out, and it's a damn good song. It is a really good song. I like it. But I didn't choose that one for the 2010s for Blake Shelton. And this I don't even think this is his like number one charting song or his best album. But damn, I like it. I mean, it's just a really good kickback tune, and it's hard not to like if you're me. It's just there's just a lot going on here. To me, this is his best song for me. Okay, so the number 17 song of the 2010s is by Blake Shelton. The song's called Sangria.
Crashing into me like waves on the coast. Every time we talk, you move in close. I don't want you to stop. I don't want you to stop tonight.
Okay, like I said, the whole song, just listen to the whole song. It is just smooth, cool, great message, great story told. I think that's one of his best. For me, it's his best song. We'll see how God's Country is really, really good. That message is powerful for the obvious reasons. But damn, this one just makes me want to kick back and relax and listen to this guy more, right? So, song is Sangria by Blake Shelton, my number 17 for the entire decade of the 2010s. All right, moving up. And this one I do remember when it first came out. I was like, oh man, is that country? It's just a good tune. It is country, but it was a crossover country hit. That's not bad. I'm a country purist in a lot of ways. Give me my Waylon and Willie. Give me some, the original Hank. I love my country, purist. But every once in a while there's someone or something or some song that has that ability to cross over and maybe pick up a few people to kind of listen to some country. What's wrong with that? It's a rhetorical question. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. That is a damn good thing. So this is one of them. All right, so it's a young dude. He's going to be around for a little while. Let's see what he does. I think he's going to be around for a long while, actually. But the number 16 song for SuperMex, 2010's country, is Wanted by Hunter Hayes.
You know I'd fall apart without you. I don't know how you do what you do.
Okay, and by the way, that is a great, great singing song. It's a great song to play with vocals. Great song to, hit the lyrics and actually, if you're a vocalist or a wannabe vocalist like myself, you love playing with the lyric on this one. You love playing with the vocal. Just a great tune, great song, great lyric, great vocal, all the above. It was a hit, again, not just in country, but just across the board, because it's just a good tune, period. And I really love that song. Just a great song to sing. That's what I was telling you at the top of the hour here, right? I love songs where it's a clean vocal that you have the ability to get into yourself, understand the lyric, understand the message it's crafting, understand the story that it's trying to tell, and just sit there and put out good sound in your vocal. Okay, so number 16, Wanted by Hunter Hayes. 15, we're getting into some heavy stuff here, and all these songs are really good, ladies and gentlemen. It was tough ordering them at all, by the way, through a top 10 or top 20. So my number 15 song is by the Zac Brown Band. The song is Colder Weather, another great singing song.
She'd take Colorado if we take her with Closes the door before the winter lets the cold in.
Great tune by an absolute masterful band. At that point, kind of at their height, and they're a quality band now. They came up, they did their thing, they put out great quality music over a good period of time. I think that is an exemplar of the quality and the excellence of their craft as musicians putting out. That is just a great tune, period. The message, obviously, you got to read the lyrics, listen to the lyrics, great message, strong message. And then this guy's just like putting it out vocally, really badass. I mean, really love that song. So Colder Weather by the Zac Brown Band. That's one that I sing a lot at home. You guys don't get it, right? You don't get to hear it. But that's one I sing a lot. I love Colder Weather by the Zac Brown Band. It's a great singing song as well. Love to sing that one for my personal listening pleasure, even if it's not, the rest of my crew, the rest of my family. Okay, so this is another young dude, and I say young, if you're younger than me, I'm creeping on the 50, but if you're anything younger, you're younger, no disrespect to you, young bloods, but you're just younger than I am. So, again, no disrespect intended, and there should be no disrespect taken, but a younger dude, and he's got other good songs, but this one really hit it hard, really great. It's a good song to kind of kick back and listen to if you're in a bar or just in general. You're a country dude and you want to talk about stuff and like, hey, yeah, I need some of these glasses, right? But the number 14 song for SuperMex is by Morgan Wallen. The song is Whiskey Glasses. Wrong one. Let me back. Sorry about that. What? How's that coming up? What? Having a bit of an issue here. 1 second. I think I doubled that. I'll get it. Okay, hold on one second. So the song again is Morgan Wallen, Whiskey Glasses. Come on.
Pour me another drink, 'cause I don't wanna feel a thing no more, hell no. I just wanna sip it till the pain wears off. Pour me another drink. Line 'em up and knock 'em down. 2 more, let's go. 'Cause I ain't never heard like this before. Don't wanna think about her and wear a ring about her. Don't wanna hit the karaoke bar, can't sing without her. So make them drinks strong, 'cause brother, she's gone. And if I'm ever gonna move on, I'ma need some whiskey glasses.
Okay, I'm probably going to get cut on that one. I wanted to get to the hook, but I'm going to need some whiskey glasses. Gentlemen, if you're out there in this world, you've been in a country bar, you know exactly what the hell he's talking about, because I do. I'm going to need some whiskey glasses. That is a damn good tune. Song, Whiskey Glasses, by my dog Morgan Wallen. And he's got other good songs also. But for the whole decade, yeah, that was definitely one of the best. I mean, that was one you can just sit there and like, man, I get that. You're a dude, especially if you're a guy, right? You really get that song. Great story, great message. And here's one thing real quick before I move on. He's got a really cool tone and inflection to his voice that is really, really unique. You can catch him. If you're listening to music, you know his sound, his vocal. You really, it's distinctive. I'm being a little too egg-headed here on the vocal part, but his vocal is really, really distinctive. It's not just, those of you guys that don't know country, like, oh, a little bit of twang and it's country. No, wrong answer. There's a hell of a lot more to it than that. Morgan Wallen has a very, very distinct tone and delivery and inflection to his voice. I love what the guy does, with his vocal. It's really, really unique. So Morgan Wallen, Whiskey Glasses, that's my number 14. Now this next, number 13, was a big hit for this band, one of their biggest. There's others that they have also. But this was my favorite. This one's my favorite overall. Again, another good story, another good telling of it. and let's put it this way. A band right now that, has carved a place in country music for themselves. Maybe not so much when they did this song. They were still coming up and getting bigger. But there's no question they're one of the best bands, period, in country. And they have stamped a place for a long, long time. And I think they'll be making music, great music, for a long, long time. This is definitely, for me, their best song of the entire decade of the 2010s. They weren't even really there at the beginning, but definitely over that 10-year window, this is, for me, my favorite song. The band, which I love a big deal, is Lady Antebellum. The song is Need You Now. Uh-oh. How'd you do that?
Picture perfect memories scattered all around the floor.
All right, long intro there, so we can't go the full route, but great tune. I mean, you'd have to be living under a rock to not know what that song is. Definitely in country, but even beyond. It was another one of those crossover hits that managed to get out into the stratosphere beyond just country music and the geography of country music. It was a worldwide hit, and definitely United States and all around. It was just a really, really good tune. So, Need You Now by Lady Antebellum. And they're massive, and I could easily have moved that up, but there's a lot of good songs here. So moving up to number 12. Number 12. This dude's kind of a badass. I like this guy, and I'm not country like trucker hat and T-shirts. I'm country like George Strait and Alan Jackson and Clint Black and those guys, right? That I'm showing my age, but this guy I dig. I'm liking him more and more as I listen to him more and more. He's much more fundamental to what country is in a lot of ways, and I think he's going to be doing the deal for a long, long time. And he's got plenty of good hits too, but this is my favorite of the 2010s for this particular artist. It is number 12 on SuperMex's top country songs of the 2010s. The artist is Eric Church, and the song is Drink in My Hand. You can't like that song, you ain't country. You can quote me on that one, and I'll argue that and fight with any of you for it. All right, that dude's cool. That is, and I don't say that too often about younger dudes, right? This dude is smooth. He's cool. I like him a lot. Drink in My Hand, Eric Church. If you can't get that, to 5, right? Get out and get a beer in your hand. Eric Church, Drink in My Hand. That is a SuperMex number 12 song for the decade of the 2010s. Moving up. This one is a number 11. It is a beast of a vocal song with an absolute beastess in the song. So watch this. The beastess technically isn't even country, but this is one of those collaborations that manages to really just like reach down, grab you by the jugular, and make you pay attention. It is a great singing song, a great lyric, a great vocal by two separate artists, male and female, in a collaboration. It's a great tune. I think this one lasts a long, long time in the quality of it. And like I said, the vocals are just, especially from her. So I'll just tell you, so Jason Aldean, Kelly Clarkson, Don't You Want to Stay?
I really hate to let this one go. Touching your skin, your hair falling slow. When a goodbye kiss feels like this.
Okay, and that's just Jason Aldean, who, I'm not like a massive Jason Aldean fan. I think the guy's good and he's got good music. There are a lot of good country guys out there, right? But Man, I got to tell you, if I'm him and I'm lining up with Kelly Clarkson and she starts wailing, hitting, I mean, she is doing vocal gymnastics in that song, and she's capable of that, by the way. I would like, whew, man, I'd be honored, to sit with that female and sing a song with her. That would be exceptionally badass. Anyway, cut you there. I don't want to go too far, but Jason Aldean, Kelly Clarkson, the song is Don't You Want to Stay. In my opinion, that is the reason and an example of why there should be collaborations cross-genre in music, because every once in a while you get something like that is a masterful example of a collaboration between two different styles and genres, pop and country in this particular case. But that is an exceptionally, incredibly good song. It's just, I love it. I love to sing that one, by the way. It's both parts, both of them, Jason Aldean and Kelly Clarkson. So number 11, Don't You Want to Stay, Jason Aldean with Kelly Clarkson. Number 10, this one kind of crept up on me, and it made it into my top 10. If I cut at 10, see, people would say, okay, there's a better song. Trust me, this one's going to have legs for a long time. It isn't like a hyper well-known band in the world or even in the nation. People in country know who they are, but not so much outside of that. Watch this. I'm going to put one on air right now. Be careful. This group, these guys, may end up doing a collaboration that blows up all over the damn place and they get a larger audience. See how that works? My number 10 song of the 2010s is by the Brothers Osborne. Song is Stay a Little Longer.
Yeah, something not strong wind is coming over. It's got a hold of me. Thinking and doing things I shouldn't be.
Yeah, keep an eye on these guys. If you're in country or you know country music, probably not a mystery to you guys, okay? But this is SuperMex Nation. We're bigger than just one genre. I'm talking to my people out there that you come to me and you listen to my playlists and my music and my shows because you're there to learn a little bit more about something maybe you didn't know prior that I'll bring to you. The Brothers Osborne. These guys are legit. I think they're only going to get bigger. I think they're going to do incredible things. And they're going to come up with some songs that cross genre and boundary. And, I mean, their vocals are really clean. I really dig on their vocals. They're a different critter in terms of what they're putting out. But the Brothers Osborne, the song is Stay a Little Longer. They have others. I'm encouraging you to go listen and experiment with the Brothers Osborne. These guys are really, really good. But that's my number 10 song for the 2010 SuperMex's Top Country. Number 9, okay, we're going to get into some songs you guys just know immediately because they were that big. And and I'm looking at this. Maybe I should have moved this one up even higher because this one is a great singing song in every damn sense of the word. The trick is, don't fall in the trap of singing it like this guy because you will fail utterly. Don't try to do it like him too much because you can't. His voice is unique and distinct. And for me, it gets deep, deep into those roots of what real country is. Some Southern rock. There's a blues, soulful, and it's not just the way he sings, okay? But it's deep blues, soul, old school country, back from the 50s and 60s. That's why this one buzzed me when I first heard it. My son heard it, and then he let me listen. I was like, wow, that is badass. Who is this guy? Made me want to listen to him more. He's legit. This guy is his own critter within country. Number 9 song for SuperMex is by Chris Stapleton, Tennessee Whiskey.
Used to spend my nights out in ballroom.
That's all you get. That's all you get. All right, so full disclosure. When I grow up, I think I want to be some dude picking an old school guitar in a backwoods juke joint in Louisiana somewhere. playing the blues. Feel that? You feel that? You understand what I'm getting at? That's that. That is that business right there. That's music. And that's crafting a story and telling a story in your vocal, not just with the lyric, but with your ability to use your voice to communicate a message that's not even verbal sometimes, to feel the pain and the depth of a message that doesn't even have to be a lyric, doesn't even have to be verbal. That's badass. That's that song there. I mean, it's a, man, I may regret. I don't like doing regrets, but man, I mean, that one cuts me deep. It has cut me deep for a while, since I first heard it. And I'm like, what the hell is this doing out of the 2010s? You could run that mess back 50 years and it would be sweet and clean. I'm not joking. It's that good, that deep, that soulful, that deep-rooted in Southern rock, blues. Won't go to rockabilly a little bit, but I think you get the point. You want some Delta blues. You want some Southern rock. You want a voice, a vocal that tells a story beyond the lyric and not just using the verbal. It's, I can go on and on. Anyway, so Tennessee Whiskey, Chris Stapleton, not only recommend, but I demand that you go listen. I demand that you go listen. By the way, SuperMex doesn't demand a lot. I'm demanding, so if I'm telling you I'm demanding that, it's important. It's that significant. Number 9, another great little trio. Watch this, see that? Another little trio here. Believe it or not, this little song got to me deep and heavy when it first came out, and not too long ago, like 5, 6 years ago. And I was singing this song all the time. You'd ask anybody in my family, I just listened to the song and sing the hell out of it all the time. And I will say it because I always tell the truth. I got a little thing for that little girl. She's cute, man. She is cute. But her vocal is like really, really distinct and unique. And they're another one. They're going to be here a long time. They're like Lady Antebellum. It's a trio, but they're going to be around a long time. They're going to craft great, great music. And they have managed the waters to be able to do other things in other types of music. They've transcended just music and country. So if you haven't figured it out by now, my number 8 on SuperMex's top country songs of the 2010s is by the band Perry. The song is If I Die Young.
If I die young, bury me in satin, lay me down on a bed of roses, sink me in the river at dawn, send me away with the words of a love song.
Okay, that one is easy. I mean, immediately within the opening chords and definitely the first, few lines of the lyric, searing vocal, just like cuts right through everything. Like a hot knife through warm butter. It's just like, whew, man, that's unique. I like that. I like the sound of it. They're just really good. Like I said, she's cute as all hell, that little girl. So If I Die Young, the band Perry, and that was a massive hit, by the way, for them, and not just in country, but just all over the damn place. So number 8, and they kind of stamped it with, their place in country music with that song, and now they're everywhere. They're just that damn good. All right, let's get into a little more upbeat stuff here, but just, to me, this is good country. This is good country. When somebody stands up and tells a story about, just some basic stuff, not just the drink in your hand like the other, but telling the tale of what regular folk deal with and what the average man, woman is living. That is just, what are they living, right? This is one of those. All right, so this is a guy song. Like a mug, this is a guy song. My number 7 song for the 2010s is by Sam Hunt. You know what it is. Got a girl from the south side, got braids in her hair.
First time I seen her walk by, and I about
Fell in my chair.
had to
Get
get
her
her
number.
It took me like 6 weeks. And I'm getting her go way back.
That's funny. It keep people like 6 weeks to get that number. Hey, that's persistence. If you had 6 weeks to get that number, that means that was something. But he did say he about fell up out of his chair. So, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, that right there, that's some good old school country to me, even though it's like current. Sam Hunt, that's telling the tale of what every dude is doing in a club or a place or whatever. You see a good-looking woman, or whatever. Isn't that more primal and fundamental to who we are societally than anything? It really is. About a young dude talking about good-looking woman that he wants to try to get at, right? Even though it took him 6 weeks to get that number. But he did fall out his chair. So, I mean, that's just a good tune. That's just a good tune, man. That's just sit there listening. I want to go to a club and hear that song. That's what you want to hear. Okay, Body Like a Back Road by Sam Hunt. Great young blood. I like that kid a lot. He's bad. Number 7, Body Like a Back Road by Sam Hunt. Now, you're going to know this one because we did the show maybe not quite a month ago of the top songs of 2019 in country. Now, for the record, this is the decade we're doing now, but this one's for 2019 in a much more abbreviated fashion. I think we were quicker on that one. We're going to try to be quick tonight, but you never know. KP tells me I talk too much. So, number 6 was on the list of 2019 greatest hits. And these guys are they're not relatively new. They've been around for a handful of years, but they're not deep into the 2010, 11, etc. But they're good and unique, and they're different than your traditional country or the purist country, but their vocals are something to listen to. I mean, just about all of their songs, their vocals are so crisp, so well organized, so well conducted. You can just listen to them and get a master class in how to express the lyric, through your vocals. So, and then the story, ladies. I have not met a female that has heard this song in country at least, and not got weak at the knees if a guy can sing this song or sing a song like this to her. It is that deep. We're gonna go Cyrano de Bergerac on you guys, or Don Juan, but. Number 6 song for SuperMex of the 2010s is by Dan and Shay. You know what it is. It's Speechless.
You say you'll be down at 5. The smell of your perfume is floating down the stairs. You're fixing up your hair like you do. I know that I'll be a mess the second that I see you. You won't be surprised. It happens every time. It's nothing new.
Yeah, just give me a piano and a clean vocal. And yeah, that's country, by the way. That is country. And you could do country with a piano and a clean vocal. Hell, I might even throw a steel guitar. Anyway, I digress. But it is, that one was a massive hit this last year. I've already seen that it's I think last year was the most requested wedding song of the year. Might end up being the wedding song all time to play for your lady, whoever she is. It's a damn good tune, and I'm not joking. Women have told me they get weak at the knees listening to that song, or maybe listening to a guy singing that song to her. If you are so inclined, gentlemen, work on your chops, get those vocals up to speed. So, number 6, Dan and Shay. The song is Speechless. All right, so a little bit like number 7 with Sam Hunt. Let me back that up. Wait a minute, where are you? Come on. Number 5. Okay, so this was earlier in the decade, but I remember when I first heard it, oh yeah, that's good. I was just boom, that's good. And it is by one of the most ubiquitous and well-known country singers in the game today. I know for a fact that a lot of ladies like the guy because he's a good-looking, big old dude. He's also now on, and increasing his ubiquity, he's now on, or has been on, the rebooted version of American Idol. Crime partner with Blake Shelton. He's trying to match Blake by doing the other show, right? But it ain't working because the voice is still kicking their ass. But the artist is Luke Bryan, and Luke Bryan has a lot of good tunes, by the way. I fiddled with a number of them, but this one just kept no, this is my favorite. This is my favorite song by Luke Bryan. It sums up, kind of like the Sam Hunt song, Body Like a Back Road, right? You're telling a story about a good-looking woman, good-looking women in general, because that's what guys do. And so I settled on this one because I couldn't touch the other. This is country to me. This is straight country to me.
Hey, girl. Oh, now. You know you got everybody looking. big truck. Gonna open up the doors and turn it up. Gonna stomp my boots in the Georgia mud. Gonna watch you make me fall in love. Get up on the hood of my daddy's tractor. Up on the toolbox, it don't matter. Down on the tailgate, girl, I can't wait to watch you do your thing.
Yeah, country girl, shake it for me. If you can get a woman up on the hood of your daddy's tractor, you a bad mofo. That is some good stuff right there. That is some good stuff. And by the way, where I live, you don't have to go too far. You'll find a tractor on the side. There'll be a tractor on the side of the road. Maybe a farmer down the street or something. Anyway, I like that country style. Country Girl, Shake It For Me by Luke Bryan. That sums up Luke Bryan for me. He's got, like I said, he's got a lot of tunes. The guy's been around a while. He's going to be around a long while. And for all the things that he is or isn't, that song really does it for me. It's just a cool tune. And definitely something you want to go to a club or go dance to. That one right there, I love the two-step too. That right there, I'll two-step the hell out of that song. I don't swing as much as others. I've thought about this, and like somebody asked me one time, well, you didn't like swing dancing? I was like, it's not that I didn't like it. And so for the record, I'll say it. Two-stepping to me is a much more gentlemanly dance than swing. I prefer two-stepping. And trust me, it isn't because I'm an old dog. When I was a young buck, especially when I was in the Army and I first learned how to two-step, I preferred two-step. I always have. It's just a much more regal and stately style of dance. And you can do a lot with it anyway. But for the record, I'm digressing a bit here, but the fact is that I love the two-step. I love the two-step. Gentlemen, you should learn how to dance and learn how to dance with a lady with structure, class, style, and a light touch. A light touch. Figure out what that means. Don't explain here. Okay, so that is number 5. We are into the top 5 of SuperMex's top country songs of the entire decade of the 2010s. These are all massive smash hits. So was that Luke Bryan gem. The remaining 4 are also that, and you'll get to them in a second. But again, especially the 3 of them, of the 4, great singing songs. I like to be able to sing to a song, and I like to be able to dance to a song. The Luke Bryan song, that's a dance song. Clear? This song is a stunningly beautiful singing song. It is by my dog Keith Urban. Number 4, Blue.
I can see you over there staring at your drink, watching that I sink alone tonight. And chances are you're sitting here in this bar, 'cause he ain't gonna treat you right. Well, it's probably not my place, but I'm gonna say it anyway, 'cause you look like...
Yeah, that is a great song. That song right there, you'll be listening to for the remaining decades of your life if you like country. And you'll hear it in far more and on far more than just country. It's just a great tune. On the record, full disclaimer, full disclosure, I'm gonna do that song for real. I'm gonna tinker with it a little bit and do it the way I want it. I'm gonna do that song. I love that song. It is a great song. And Keith Urban, man, I mean, he's a good dude. That guy is incredible. I remember watching him on American Idol for a while. Just a nice guy, great guy. Oh yeah, and he's married to Nicole Kidman. Oh yeah, he's got a lot of things going for him, lucky dude. And he's a good-looking dude. I mean, he's got it all, right? But it's nice to see people that have it all, that don't act like asses, and they're just good people. That's always a plus. That's Keith Urban to me. This guy's legit. If I ever meet him, I'll shake his hand, tell him you're a good dude. I'll say that. Then I'll walk off because I don't get starstruck. But I do like guys that can do their thing without interfering with other people and without being arrogant, cocky, hubristic, and all the other negatives that go along with fame, fortune, etc. So anyway, Blue Ain't Your Color by Keith Urban. That is a great tune. That is an incredible song out of the 2010s. Okay, so I've got 3 songs left. This third one is a dance song, and it's a club song, and it's a kickback cool song. And then when they crossed it over and they added another rap component to it, that totally flipped me, blew me away. I was like, what the hell is that? But I will say this about these 2 guys. They're cool. These young dudes are cool. You just look at them and it's like, man, these guys are cool ass. I like the style. You know, they're just regular folk doing good work, regular people doing irregular things. That's always a plus. But it was a massive hit. And it's still being listened to, by the way, years later. I was listening to it last year and the year before. But the song is number 3 on SuperMex's top 10 list, or excuse me, top 20 list of the 2010s by Florida Georgia Line. The song is Cruise, baby.
Baby, you a song, you make me wanna roll my windows down and cruise.
Yeah, first saw the bikini top on. She's hopping right out of the South Georgia waters. Oh, good Lord, she had them long tan legs, but I held myself so I walked up and said,
Yeah. Out of that South Georgia water, long tan legs. Gentlemen, come on. Come home. Come on home. You know what you know that's what it is. You know that's what it is. I don't have to tell you. You can feel that mess. That is a great song. That is a good tune. That is telling the story, again, of living that life, living that time, living what you are, and just communicating that message to the mass. That is what that song is. And then again, they did a crossover where they added a rap component to it from a rapper, and it is took it to a whole new height, and you had people listening to it all over the damn country. The remix. The remix is badass. That's the straight one with just the two guys from Florida Georgia Line, but the remix is badass. You can listen to that all night too. So love that tune. It was massive. One of the biggest hits out of the 2010s period. I don't even have to say that. By the way, remember, I do my homework. I check charts. I look at streams, downloads, Spotify, what used to be MTV. I do all of that. I take all that information, internalize it, run through my own process, then I pick what I want, what I feel good about. And it just so happens that that one was a massive hit in a variety of different ways. Streams, downloads, Billboard, you name it, it was there. And by the way, so are the remaining 2 songs on my list. They were just that good. You get to that pleasant, happy nexus where you like something so much and it is entirely supported by the rest of the universe because it was just that well loved and liked, universally acclaimed by acclamation by everybody. It was just that damn good. That's when you have that good point where there's no disagreement. Well, good thing it isn't politics, right? Because we would find disagreement even if there shouldn't be one. Not in this, not in my music. Okay, number 3, Florida Georgia Line. We're wrapping up here. We're getting to my last 2 songs. Number 3 was Cruise. By the way, I'm a homeboy, and I do like to cruise a little bit. At least I used to. Maybe I'll get me a low ride and go cruising again. Last 2 songs have one word in them that's common. I'll get that in a second. But the second song was my top song of 2019, if you listen to my list from a while ago, about a month ago. And it is appropriate that on the weekend of, and for the record, I'm recording right now. You're going to see this on a Monday. I'm recording on a Sunday night with my homeboy KP and I, because we got nothing better to do. I recorded this, and it's going to air on the Monday. But today, as I am recording, is International Women's Day. It's International Women's Day, Sunday, March 8th. And this is a great song for women. The title is Girl, but it is about female empowerment and strength and realizing your full potential as a woman, as a young woman, any woman. It's a great message to be conveying to young women right now from a young female artist that is really, really hitting her stride right now. I really like this little girl. She is badass. My Church was her first, and I could have easily done that one because I loved My Church when she broke out with that song initially. But I think this song is going to have legs for a lifetime. And I'm really, really in love and enamored of the message that it conveys to young ladies. And again, apropos on a Sunday afternoon on the evening of March 8, 2020, which just so happens to be International Women's Day. My number 2 song of the entire decade of the 2010s is by Maren Morris. The song is Girl.
And the shit's been fluttering all up in my head again.
I don't feel myself right now.
Maybe I should just lay down. If vanity's my vitamin,
I don't feel the difference. I don't want myself right now. Okay, so if you live in the Martinez SuperMex's house, you're very familiar with this song, and you've probably heard me singing it a couple thousand times. In love with this song. Aside from the obvious, that heavier guitar to bass, man, that's deep. Especially for a young girl, a little girl doing this, man. I mean, that's crazy good. I love that. I love that deep bass, you know, to the music coming in. It grabs you right away, like, oh wow, this is deep, this is strong, this is heavy. So, Girl, read the lyrics, ladies, especially ladies. Read the lyrics to this song, and then watch the video, which will be on SuperMex's playlist on the YouTube channel. Watch the video. It's a great video telling a tale of female empowerment and strength in today's age, in today's world. Love it. Maren Morris is badass. Full stop. No more beyond. All right? And so, my number one for the entire decade of the 2010s, a song that absolutely stopped me in my tracks the first time I heard it. That is not a joke. That is not hyperbole. That is not exaggeration. That's not me overindulging. That is a fact. Statement of fact. First time I heard it, I was like, what the hell was that? Huh? I knew the group because I liked some of their stuff before. And I was like, whoa. And I had to do it again and again and again and again. And I listened to hell out of it because that's what I do. And I'm still listening to the hell out of it. And it just so happens that my wife likes it, my daughter likes it, everybody likes it too. That was kind of cool. But it is a great, great song, and a great song to be sung by a lady, female, gorgeous by the way, kind of like her, gorgeous female at the height of her powers of expression in a vocal. That's how I feel about it. So my number one is by Little Big Town. And again, they have a lot of hits, ladies and gentlemen. They're still creating, and I think they're going to be creating for a long, long time. But my number one song of the entire decade of the 2010s is by Little Big Town. The song is Girl Crush.
I got a girl crush. Hate to admit it, but I got a heart rush flowing down. I got it real bad. Want everything she has.
Let me stop there. I can listen to that song all day, all night, all the time. I will say it because it, again, is a well-crafted, well-constructed song, lyrically, instrumentally, everything about it. And I'm going to go a step further and say, Karen Fairchild at this point is delivering a masterclass example of vocal, and definitely in this song. It's deeper than just, again, the verbal, the expressiveness of it, the emotion she's conveying in every aspect of what she's doing. She's almost like an actress conveying even without speaking. When you're that good, you have the ability to communicate a message without even opening the mouth or letting the volume be heard. That's that song. That is that song. So I'm a sucker for that one. I listen to that all damn day. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is my list. I hope you enjoy. I want to say enjoyed, but you have the ability to enjoy it further because this will go to the YouTube channel. And in the YouTube channel, you will get all of the songs, including the songs that didn't make the final cut of the 20. I've created a list of 50 total songs for the entire decade of the 2010s of my favorite and best country. And I will say it's pretty diverse. I went overboard, and I made a point to include a lot of different artists, not just one artist over and over again, 5 songs. But very few artists have more than one. Some of them have a couple, but no more than that. I wanted to give you the full range of the decade in terms of artistry and artists as well. So I'll have that up probably by tomorrow. I want you to enjoy that. For those of you guys in my country folk, you got to love this list. It is, for no other damn reason, I put a lot of work into it. I put a lot of damn work into getting this list prepped. It's taken me months to craft, put together finally, and be settled on my end with the finished product, my final work product. But I want you to enjoy my list. It is, again, a work product. You know what, before we cut out, KP, can you put up my YouTube page just so we have that up there too? Let's do that. So you guys see this as you're finishing up the show, you're watching the show. KP's going to put up my YouTube channel. It's really easy, actually. You'll see it on the screen, but it actually is extremely easy. If you go to YouTube, just go to YouTube, punch in SuperMex, as you see it, SuperMex International. As soon as you do that, you'll see my nice, brown, friendly face smiling at you in one form or another from KP's work that we've done over the last year. He and I as a collaboration in putting out product onto YouTube. So you'll see me there. So again, SuperMex International. You can even punch in SuperMex Nation and you'll get that. I think, as a matter of fact, if you just punched in SuperMex, you'll get me, maybe the wrestler, maybe the food, I don't know, something. But you'll get, either way, you're going to see me sooner or later on one of those aspects. So go to the YouTube channel, SuperMex International. Subscribe to it. I got to do a better job of getting more subscribers. Going to do that now. But go enjoy this list. It is worth the listen. If not for me, then for the quality of artists that we've laid out for this list tonight. SuperMex's top country songs of the decade 2010s to 20. Had a lot of fun doing it. I hope you appreciate it. I hope you love it as much as I did doing it. But it was really, really fun. Last word before we head out. I've got one more list of music coming to you. It is the full scope and body of the entirety of the 2010s in pop and general music. And that one has been a beast. That is a beast. That one, I've had over 200 and something songs. I'm down to my final 120. I'm going to get that list down, and then we're going to do that final show to wrap up the entire decade in music. I had a lot of fun doing that one too. It's taken me a lot of work. It's just a lot of music, hundreds and hundreds of songs and hours of listening over the last 2-3 months to get you my final work product and ready to get you. So we're gonna get that out probably this week, definitely no later than the next week, coming into the next week, because I want to be done with all of them. And I got to wrap up. I got to set some time for myself to be finished, or I'll just keep listening to music. I'll keep listening to music forever. You know how it is. I hope. You'll see how that goes. But that's coming. This one will air on Monday, probably tomorrow for you guys. And I want you to enjoy it. Go to the YouTube channel. Maybe, if you're lucky, what I'll do is I'll jump into it because I'm not in it at the time. I'm recorded. And maybe I'll jump in and converse with you guys while you're watching the show. That could be some fun too. Okay, so that's it. In addition, I think by tonight or tomorrow, I'm gonna talk to KP a little bit, and we're gonna figure out which shows we will have for you for this week for SuperMex Nation in the group on the Facebook and YouTube and other forms of social media. I'm beginning to put together a schedule of programs that we have available for you guys to watch and at roughly what times they are, so some of you can pick and choose what you'd like. Have it your way. That's a good thing, right? You're going to have choice. Not just a show once in a while comes on whenever, oh yeah, I'll go check it out. You're going to get selection. You're going to get to see people, not just me, but other people doing good work, putting in time, energy, with KP, who's doing it all, by the way, because he has to do it with all of us. But people putting in time, energy, effort, and their money and their sweat into building a program that you can watch in their areas of expertise or areas of interest. That's a good thing. And so we're having quite a diversity in that thought process, and we're having quite a diversity in what people are covering or talking about or their areas of expertise. I want to share that with you. I want more people to watch and follow. Maybe you don't watch my show. Maybe you watch Hip Hop Scene or The Fighter's Voice or In Touch or whatever. Maybe you watch the Sexy and Spicy Lounge. You're going to make them do that, right? We're going to make them do that again. We're going to make them watch The Lounge. But either way, there's going to be plenty for you, a smorgasbord of choice for you guys to take a look at and view, listen, etc. That's all this week. So I'll put up a schedule, a tentative schedule. If not by tonight, then definitely by tomorrow. And you guys will get to choose and pick what you would like to see and listen to during the week before we go out. Okay? Number love for all of you guys. Thank you for being here. I enjoyed my time with you. I will see you this week. SuperMex's Nation, we're out.